What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. I hope you guys are having a very good holiday today. I am on ESO. I've been doing events, trying to, pretty much just world events, but I do have to level the Undaunted on my Nightblade tank, and this ain't like your other tanks, let alone Nightblade tank. So it's not finished because I still have to infuse the last ring, and then I've got to get a chest piece of dragon. So this is going to be, now wait for it, 5 light, 2 heavy build. Yeah, I just said that. It's going to be a 5 light, 2 heavy build. The reason being, I actually want to go ahead and take advantage of the light armor passive, right? So I got to get more skill points too, which is going to be the concentration and the crit. It'll crit a little bit, but pretty much I'm going to get a nice magic recovery. I'm going to get reduced cost movement. And then on top of it, I'm still taking all the heavy armor because I still want these passives, right? So I still want these passives, but I want to take advantage of capitalizing on the light armor because I'm going to be healing. Funnel health's going to be a big boon to that effect. And that's very important for this because I'm not just healing myself, I'm healing other allies while I'm tanking. So that's within the rotation, and I'm using the refreshing path because why? That gives me my buff. Now, before I apply anything, my resistance is 23 and 19. Why? Because I'm going to be using that fortified brass on the light. So that's how I'm able to pull this off. But then when I add this in that, now I'm at 32 and 28. So, and then I'm running Blood Spawn. Why? Because I'm Argonian and I'm a Nightblade. So the potions apply to the other passives into the Catalyst passive. After drinking a potion, you gain 20 ultimate. When I drink a potion as an Argonian, right, I'm also recuperating stamina and magicka and health. So, yeah, I've done this before, but not a light armor version. So, I'm really, really happy about this. Now, I'm going to do randoms. Oh, I can't do a random because I already did that thing. But I got to do the dailies anyways. I'm just going to do normals because I just want the quest, turn in, get the credit. Pretty much. But, yeah, no, I'm really, really happy about how this worked out so far for a tank. It'll be really good when I'm done. I was thinking about putting protective on the other Jory for the physical, but then I was like, I'm going to be healing anyways. The block reduction is going to be fine. I need one more piece of infused chest and then make sure everything's done properly. Other than that, I'm pretty solid. And then build up the rest of the passives for the light armor. But no, I'm good. I feel really comfortable and get my morphs up. I really like this tank. That's one thing I love about Nightblade tanking. It is just so different than all the other tanks. Every tank's slightly different. But Nightblade tanking, I used to love to play Nightblade healer and Nightblade tanking. It was kind of weird because my first healer was a Nightblade healer. My first tank was a Nightblade tank. We're on normal, so it shouldn't matter. Plus, when I crit, I'm going to be given that buff,
Friends, it is time to leave this place quickly.
which is really nice.
I thought we'd never escape. You must hurry. More of our tribesmen are trapped inside the ruins. Please save them.
The hiss demands blood! Dead? Good. Keep your tails low. One of their strongest is just a tail.
Oh, I thought I timed it right.
Stand as it's at, or die!
I arrived too late. KR. I guided the first group back to the swamp.
I guess when it's done, it'll be good. It'll be really good. Especially with the Mirage, the reduction in AoEs, all that stuff. I don't have to worry about a regular shield system the way this works. So I could take this down a little bit in the health department. So it'll be around 34,000 health, give or take. Oh, when I get my undone, it'll boost up back up a little bit, so.
Claim their skins for Nakesh! You will be...
I gotta morph my silver leash.
Great. Jacine, we are here to rescue you.
Alright. I'll check the comments out here in after I'm done with the run.
Shudon has broken her bonds.
Come on. Or I could look it out. Yo, Harold, my first character's Nightblade Tank. Was it? Shut up, for real? Nightblade Tanks are really cool. I really like Nightblade tanking. It's fun. You know, Nightblade tanking and healing just feels different. You know, it's a lot of fun. Yo, you coming in, heals? I don't care. I'll heal him.
Pay the price.
Well, this person's fucking up. What are they doing? What the fuck? Thank God this is normal. We'd be all dead. It would all be bad. That would have been all bad.
I am here.
That would have been
Draw
awful.
attention while I-
Terrible, actually.
Mock dwellers, what have you done?
It is Nakash. We have killed your pet. Release the rest of the Susahil tribe.
Yo, man, this is supposed to be a quick run. Let's go.
That was good, right?
No.
Yeah, as a Nightblade tank, I want to give them that crit buff for the stam users. I want to go ahead, throw off some off heals. That helps me as well. So... definitely going to be taking advantage of all that. Definitely. I have no idea. 1 second. Hey, what's up? I'm streaming. Can I call you back afterwards? You messing with me? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Sorry. All right. No. Duh. That's what happens when I get phone calls. Okay, this way. Yep, up this way. And this way.
Invaders! Bare your fangs, Zitzas!
I'll have every tank before Blackwood launches. I'll have them all.
But I cannot find
I'll have
any
every
sign
class
of
as a
Zara
tank.
or the
I'll have
others.
every class as a healer,
It
technically,
also
but I
very
switch my
well
healers around between
might.
DPS and healing.
That either
Typically.
means the Zitzat have fled, or they have gathered in great
I
numbers
usually
to
keep
kill
4
us all.
active.
I hope it is the second.
For,
I am filled
you know,
with sap and fury.
If I want good queue times and stuff. I like the dragon set on the Sork tank and the Nightblade tank.
Another glorious victory. I just need a moment to gather my wits. And so keep looking for Zara.
They're having like a nice conversation. Like, let's go. I ain't skipping shit. Everything dies.
We will bury you!
Don't move. I hate that. Controller players will feel me on that. When you're hitting buttons, you get over and does the loop. I wish it would just wait. You can set it on an auto loop.
Your bones will make fine mortar!
Oh, gotta switch. What the hell are they talking about? Like, get your fucking asses moving. I ain't here for fucking a conversation. All right. I'm trying to get in and out.
Our foolish cousin freed us, but that beast
Kill puny rat.
Stand back, or I will.
More rats. You die. You weak. Down you're strong.
I'm not shaking shit off.
Down you will spit again. You'll see. Puny rats fall down.
A Wamasu is off its chain.
Why did not make you safe, slave scum? Down your crushed, puny Wamasu.
You still on, Gary?
I'm streaming.
All fear down your.
Sorry guys, my Discord's up. But yeah, this Nightblade tank, she's gonna be really nice. Now,
Uncomfortable.
now,
You die, slave scum.
now, the biggest thing about the Nightblade tank, it's not going to be like a this isn't going to be a trial build by any means.
Die. No.
I would now if I was going to set this up for a trial, I would probably set it up as an off tank, but keep it, you know, heavy end rotation for a buff and crowd control. Is how I would set this up for like a trial scenario if I was going to utilize it in such manner.
Your bones will make fine mortar.
Come on.
Gary.
1 second, guys. Hold on, I'm muted. I'm streaming, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if they can hear you, but I'm streaming. So,
They shouldn't be able to.
I don't know. Anyways, I'll be back. I'm going to be muted on Discord.
Alright.
Anyways, as I was saying, I would set this up slightly different than in that type of scenario. I wouldn't use fortified brass. I mean, you could, but dragon and the one trial set go really well. Went in the wrong door. my life. So, anyways.
Indolent. Worthless. The Sithsat do not suffer weakness.
Okay, the half
Drench
one.
the elders. Kill the invaders.
Who's there? She means to twist us into monsters. Please, you must set us free.
Yeah. Which one is it? Great.
My goodness, that was too close.
I can't see shit. Just hit one. I don't even care. Nothing I can do.
Hist, bless
The beetle. It sucks, man. I wish I could change that shit. The pen looking one.
I am fine. Keep going.
You know, they're supposed to see that if they were smart, they would run in the middle and let. All I can say is thank God I'm not in bed.
May the sun warm your scales, friend.
All right. So.
Zona to heal. Mother Root. Father Stone. Grant me your strength.
Let's go, let's go.
Christ, savages. This city will be your grave. Wither and beasts in amber. Wake and remember.
Suppose I would turn around.
Enough! Wake vines and drag them to Sithis! Your blood and water are mine. No! You will feed the roots! You will!
It is time to make this witch pay. You attack from the right.
Make her pay.
Late again. I erect the spine of deep disappointment. So, this is the mad hist. By the egg. Do you see how it weeps and twists its roots? I hope it appears there is still the...
Okay, so we're good. And we got our skill point. Yay.
Not kind to old Liz.
Yo, what's up? DLC 51k with 5k weapon damage when a doctor comes out is the first. Yeah, I thought about doing a light tank. Yeah, it's really nice. It is good. With 18 characters, I'm always willing to try new ideas. Yep, thank God. David, what build did you do? I'll show you, man. Made an imp on the necro tank last night. Only time I ever made imp in the 6 years of this game. Grats, dude. Thanks to this new update. Now make more weapon damage. Definitely, dude. Statting. All about statting this update. So I went light armor build, Dave, with fortified brass, Argonian Nightblade tank, blood spawn, obviously to get the ulti up faster. Being Argonian, we're going to take advantage of the dragon set that reduces our ultimate cost by 15%. We're going to infuse it with potion reduction, and I'm going to have one block infused, but this needs to be infused, and I needed a chest of the dragon, so that one piece needs replaced. But yeah, fortified brass so I can go 5 light maintain. So basically, currently without my buffs, I'm sitting at 23 and 19. When I add my buffs, now I'm at 32 and 28. And that's without the blood spawn. It's really, really nice because also what I'm going to get is that passive in the light armor. So I'm going to get all those juicy passives. I'm going to get the spell pen. I'm going to get the crit. So I can apply the crit buff for the blade. Because remember, you got to deal critical damage to apply the crit buff to the group. We're going to go with that. All the heavy armor passive still. Because we still want these. We still want the physical and spell resistance. We still want some of that health recovery. But remember, Argonians already get health recovery, right? So one of the major things I want to do is what? I want to apply that funnel health and to offset, to do off healing along with refreshing path. So that's going to, these two effects are going to stack with the hots. And so I don't need to take the cloak. I have the cloak morph. The Mirage, once again, reduction. I need to get silver bolts unlocked. We got the aggressive Warhorn already. This is going to get morphed as well. Leeching strikes for the stamina recovery for light attacks. So since we're already getting mag recovery, a lot of magical recovery from the light armor passive, I want to really take advantage of the stamina version of the leeching strikes. The summon shade, obviously, the minor maim. Plus, it activates that other passive, keeping my defenses up. Unstable wall, I think I'm going to go with the other wall. I mean, damaging isn't the main priority of this build. The other one has a wider parameter. Lotus fan, this is just to apply the minor vulnerability. So the only reason I'm putting Lotus Fan on the blade, it's not for the damage. The AoE damage is a perk, plus has a chance to crit. That's all that's all good, but the minor vulnerability is where it's at, right? For the tanking aspect of Nightblade. And of course the inner fire, which will be turned into inner rage. So overall, I like it. I like it a lot. It's different, but I can see it working very well. Thank you, man. Thank you. It is different. It is very different, but the fortified brass allows us to pull it off, man. And that's one thing I'm really happy about. Now, like I said, I wouldn't take this in a trial scenario. I would reconfigure. I've had a off tank build blade that you can utilize for trial scenario, but it you know, it's the dragon and one of the trial sets, because I use a heavy dragon set. So, and then why? Because I get I apply the Slayer buff, I apply the buff, the Slayer, and then I'm always got Warhorn. So I throw the Warhorn. I'm a double buffing. I use that setup on the Sork tank and this tank. So Argonian works perfect with it. Argonian Nightblade tank, you know, with potion passives is such a great combo. And plus, since I'm healing with these effects, it just goes hand in hand. So, Tempest. We got to get those passives up, though, and everything else. And the other one is Darkshade 2. But, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It just, excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee. I've been late. I got iced coffee. I was like, flip, man. I got to get some coffee. But, no, it works out really good. And here's some... I mean... And I can afford to go a little lower because I'm not using traditional mitigating effects like my other tanks. My other tanks have to have a high health, not for survivability, more than mitigating effects. The higher my health, the better my mitigating effects are. And the Nightblade tank doesn't operate in that same capacity. Its shield system reduces because of the evasion. So that's why I'm like, I can afford to drop it down a little. I still need a lot of survivability. I can't get away with like 20, 25. But I definitely can afford to drop that down a little bit more and take advantage of the passive elements and keep, you know, off healing up. So that doesn't always put strain on the healers. Okay, he's definitely going to need the mission. Oh, the alarm. Plus, once I get that passive unlocked, I'll be sitting around a 30-something% critical value. So, for me, it's not about the damage, but it's definitely about trying to get that AoE down, trying to apply a little bit of DPS to get the buff to my Stam teammates. And that's what I like. I like this build because it feels light. He's still moving fast. He still mitigates. It really, really shines, man.
Soon
I'm not having to sacrifice so much.
You assured us you could handle it. You can't allow them any farther into these caves. Kill them!
About time. I don't have a skill point though, so I have to get some. Getting more for days. My dodge roll doesn't cost as much. It feels very Night Lady, that's for sure. I'm able to get all these out fast. It has a synergy.
You die before I let you touch the conduit stone.
I don't want any loafing around. Don't care if you're tired of staring at shit.
They're not actually fighting them, are they? Why? All right.
This island belongs to the Master. I need aid.
I rolled out. One of the major things, one of the main reasons I used to love this game is because of things like this. Being able to pull off things like this. And I've done it in vets before. You guys know I have. You know, I'll do it again for the haters because they just love to be in denial. At one time, Nightblades couldn't tank, remember? So I'm really glad Harold's first character was a Nightblade tank. You know, the funny thing about it is, this game, you have a lot of possibilities. I've said that. Other MMOs have restrictions. This one kind of, it still plays by rules, but they've opened up the possibilities. And that's why I had in my opening video, you know, embrace the possibilities. This is ESO.
Can't be allowed to interfere. Eliminate them.
Oh, I'm out of bag space. Oh well. Just walk straight. Just walk straight. Unless it's a friggin' an overwhelming flame staff, I don't give a shit.
climb another cliff. It's only going to get rainier.
All right.
Good. This should be the last conduit. Let's take it apart. No!
Nope. And that's how we do it. Ta-da! Sorry, Elijah's causing problems. Thanks, man. But happy Easter, bro. I gotta go. Family day. Take care, Dave, man. I love you, brother. I love you. Happy Easter to you, too. It's different. Yes, in a trial, one tank has to wear in 129 extra weapon and spell damage is a must. Dude, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree with some of that. It's just, I always say there's ways to around it and to amplify it into whatever. So, but yeah, so definitely, you know, I always just say there's, but in a, like, they wouldn't use Nightblade tanks in trials, which majority of the time. Majority of the time. They're not going to. And nothing's a must because they did trials before they had that set. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. There's different ways to get it done. But I agree with you. There's certain factors that have to be applied. I agree with that, for sure. I definitely will always agree with that. I always will. Always will agree with to an extent. Like penetrating values have to be there. Certain elements have to be put in place. Rotations have to be, you know, accounted for. Passive buffs being applied. There are a lot of musts, but there's a lot of things to get it done. There's multiple ways to get it to apply the same effect. But yeah, there are certain setups that are a little bit more easier at doing that. So I will say that. Make sure I'm on my staff side right.
You return. The present, actually. Undaunted.
We're getting there, though. But this was requested by one of my viewers to get a Nightblade tank build out there. And, you know, I'm definitely going to... I was like, yeah, for sure, you know. I mean, like I said, it just wasn't my main platform. So I didn't spend a lot of time taking it serious. I was like, you know, I mean, whatever. But by the time Blackwood comes out, I will definitely have every tank. I'll have every healer. So, and I'll do a series, you know, which role is right for you. And it'll, you know, go over all the healers, all the tanks, all the stam DPS, all the mag DPS, the pros, the cons with each one of them, and which one fits each player best, you know, based on those parameters. Because, you know, there are strengths and weaknesses in every class. Every class can play every role. The thing about it is you have to make up those differences somewhere. Nightblade tank, if you approach a Nightblade tank like a DK tank, you will epically fail. You will epically fail at Nightblade tanking every day of the week, because the simple fact of it is the way the passives are set up and the way the abilities. Minor vulnerability comes from this. So I want to utilize this ability to apply my minor vulnerability. I want to use my summon shade because guess what? That's where my minor main comes off of. I want to use my leeching strikes because that's how I'm going to maintain stamina versus, you know, having heavy armor passive or, you know, some other form of whatever. I want to use my Mirage. I want to go ahead. Silver Bolts is on everything but a DK. I want to use my Refreshing Path. That's going to give me the Major Expedition, increasing my speed to be able to dodge in and out of, you know, effects that typically, as another tank, I might just, you know, throw on a shield. I don't shield the same way. But my mitigation is part of my off healing and my movement to be able to watch out for mechanics. You have to be very mechanically aware when playing a Nightblade tank. Also, funnel health. That's an off heal that's going to stack with this. That also applies. Once again, Pierce Armor is the same thing. Passively, you know, I'm using the Argonian because of the Catalyst effect. Right? So that pairs really well. I also have with the Argonian resourcefulness. We got the Life Mender, which is the healing done. Right? So when I go back into the siphoning, that's another boon to what? My healing capabilities. So max health, siphoning right here. Increase your healing done by 3%. So right there, 3 plus 6, I have 9% healing just because of my race. So that's a huge boon. And then you take a look on this side, then I get 6%. And guess what? When I use the leeching strikes, I'm also healing. So I really want to be aware that the Nightblade tank is not like every other tank. It isn't. It's never going to be. But does that stop it from tanking in Elder Scrolls? No. Does that stop it from doing DLC vet content? No. Does that stop it from doing trial content? No. I just wouldn't apply this build in that scenario. And if I was going to take it in a trial scenario, I would rather utilize this or a similar configuration for off tanking due to its strengths. Right? So I think it would be a really good off tank. So the way the passives work. So that's my opinion. That's where I'm stating it from. So, and does my opinion have validation? Yes, because guess what? They used my Nightblade healer build in trials. They used my build in trials. Not theirs, mine. So, you know, the man who does it isn't a hardcore trial runner. They utilized his Nightblade healer build. So, once again, man, I'm just going to state the fact that there's applications in every facet of the game so long as you know what you're looking for. And Nightblade tanking definitely changes up the pace if you get bored of tanking. If you like to tank, but you find it monotonous, throw a little curve to it and build yourself a Nightblade tank. I promise you, it will play different. You will love it. You will still love your role. And you'll have a little bit more fun, you know, spicing it up a little bit. So, as always, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystics MMOs. Peace.